If you're thinking of making a move to the suburbs north of Atlanta, you're in good company. Young professionals looking for jobs, families looking for great schools, and it seems like the metro Atlanta area has it all. But there are a few suburbs that seem to be holding their value and continuing to grow just a little bit better than others. So if you're thinking about relocating, you're going to want to hear this. Johns Creek is in the middle of a glow-up. They've already been known for years for great schools like Northview High School and Chattahoochee, ranking consistently in the top 10 statewide. But what's really turning heads now is the Town Center project, aka Medley. This mixed-use development will include shops, restaurants, green space, an amphitheater, and even a luxury boutique hotel. Think of Medley as like Alpharetta's Avalon, its little cousin. There's going to be a ton going in on this project, and they're midway through. They're really trying to bring in the urban suburban vibe where you're going to have the live, work, play. There's going to be some apartments that are going to be there, townhomes, and it's really going to level up Johns Creek as a lot of this area has felt a little dated. Construction is scheduled to wrap late 2026 or early 2027, and this is going to finally bring the walkability factor that this stellar location has been searching for. You already have Tech Park in this area, and this is going to just add to that. So home values are expected to continue to rise, and it's going to just bring that many more young professionals and families that are looking to take advantage of the schools and the job opportunities. Swany has consistently been named one of the top places to raise a family, and with good reason. Some of the top rated schools in the entire state of Georgia are located right here in the North Gwinnett district. This area is known for being incredibly diverse, and you have a great park system here. There's literally a park on every corner, it feels like. You have Suwanee Town Center, which is going to have City Hall, some great restaurants, there's a splash pad, tons of green space, and they host live events every single solitary weekend. So there's always something to do. Then you have the addition of Suwanee Town Center West, which has an additional space with volleyball courts, there's some hangout spots, and then there's places where food trucks actually come and park every weekend. The one thing about Swany is you have to think about the fact that there's not as many new construction opportunities here because a lot of Swany was already built out. You have a lot of single family homes here, and the average home price you're going to be looking at around $630,000 right now. But Swany is one that continues to be one of the top places I'm getting phone calls on. So I don't see anyone turning away from here anytime soon. I'm not even gonna lie. This next one kind of shocked me, but I shouldn't be because they've been putting in the work. But according to the latest US Census, one of the top cities in the entire country that people are moving to, Sugar Hill, Georgia. You've got the Bowl at Sugar Hill. It's a community amphitheater that hosts everything from concerts to food trucks, but they have some pretty big names that have been here. Then you've got downtown Sugar Hill, which is filled with shops and restaurants. And if you've watched me on Instagram at all, you've probably regularly seen me over at Rushing Trading Company. You have new construction townhomes mixed in with apartments and condos that are literally walking distance to downtown. And these townhomes are gorgeous. They're a little bit on the pricey side, but they have beautiful rooftop decks as well as 3 and 4 stories. With the mixed-use communities, you're finding a lot of first-time homebuyers as well as young families and young professionals. And yes, it's still more affordable than nearby Suwanee or Johns Creek, with the median home price in Sugar Hill being at just $470,000. Now, keep in mind, that's not the new construction. But let's just say this, no shade to neighboring Swany, but Sugar Hill's coming up. Now, Houston might not be on your radar yet, but it should be. With easy access to I-85, more land to build on for new construction, and a community that's embracing growth without losing its roots, Houston is a perfect place for those looking for a little bit more space, and a little bit less hustle and bustle. You've got new commercial developments that are going up everywhere, which is really leading the way for the job opportunities in this area. And then you have one of the most popular communities in this area, Twin Lakes. You have the side with 55 plus, and then you're gonna have just traditional single family housing on the other side. So this is a great option if you have generations that are wanting to be close together. Both sides have amazing top-notch amenities. I'm talking lake, multiple pools, workout areas. And the great thing about Twin Lakes is you're gonna have housing prices from $400,000 to over $1 million. Now, the one thing that Hoshin is definitely putting in the work on is gonna be the schools. They haven't always been winning awards, but we've definitely been seeing a lot of changes, especially with all of the families that are moving in. This last one should be no surprise. It's Alpharetta. Alpharetta is like the Silicon Valley of the South, but with actual trees and Southern hospitality. This city has become a magnet for tech jobs. There's the entire tech area with Fortune 500 expansions and remote workers who still want to be near the action. Schools in this area, like Alpharetta High School, are top rated, and it's why a lot of families continue to seek out Alpharetta. That being said, it's keeping the home values in this area a little bit higher. You're gonna find that the average price point in Alpharetta is gonna be around $800,000. Now that said, you do have a lot of new construction in this area. You have your traditional single-family homes in some major established communities here, but you also have a mix of townhomes that are going up at a more urban, suburban vibe. And then you have the apple of everybody's eye, which is basically Disneyland for adults. It's the Avalon in downtown Alpharetta. There is so much shopping, restaurants, and I'm not talking chain restaurants. I'm talking the mom and pop, fantastic restaurants that everybody's seeking and searching for. Alpharetta continues to be one of the #1 places that people are calling about and seeking, and there's really no question why. Now, this last one isn't technically on the top 5 list. However, it is one that should definitely be on your radar. If you haven't heard about the Rowan Project in Tequila, you should watch a couple of videos back where I went into a deep dive on this, because I really think that this is going to put Tequila on the map. This project is going to be huge. Picture research centers, universities, and high-paying jobs colliding in one carefully planned community. It's being called the Research Triangle of Georgia, and when it opens in phases starting around 2026, expect Tequila to get a glow-up of epic proportion. So if you're somebody that likes to be ahead of the curve and in the know, consider this your warning. Each one of these towns has a great but different personality. You really can't go wrong with any of them. It just really comes down to what you're looking for. But top-rated schools, job opportunities, and continued growth, you're gonna find in all 5. The one thing that you will definitely find is that a lot of them are trying to add in a little bit more of that urban into the suburbs. Let me know in the comments below if I helped you with this video or if I totally blew up all of your thoughts about where you're relocating to. If you have any questions, as always, you can reach out to me personally, Ashley@myhaventeam.com, and I'll see you guys on the next one.